What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to another edition of From Quitters to Winners. And today we're talking about that student. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. That one student who you just haven't seemed to crack the code with. That one student who really doesn't really participate, who doesn't give you much energy, who doesn't give you much engagement. Yeah, I want to talk about that student today, because that's the real definition of somebody who might be a quitter. Somebody who doesn't have any motivation to show up to class, who doesn't see a point in the content that you're teaching, who doesn't really present that they care. That they act like what you're doing doesn't really matter or it isn't really relevant to their personal life, right? I want to talk about that student because those are sometimes the students that keep us up at night. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, you can do phenomenal work, talk to students about how they've, have gotten full ride scholarships, how they're killing it on the ACT, how they're, dominating in their sports, in their extracurriculars, their clubs, their organizations, and then they go on. Those students you sometimes forget about, and actually sometimes it's the students that give you the most trouble that really stick with you, right? So I want to talk about that student because here's the thing. There's one thing that you can do every single day that can help you be able to reach those quitters, or those students. Let's not call them quitters just yet, but they're on their way, right? And that is really showing them that you not only care, but that you can be trusted. Kameron, what you mean? I feel like I show that every day. Do you? Are you too busy picking on them, trying to get them to really answer the question? Are you putting a microscope on them not engaging? Or are you allowing them the space to really explore? Are you allowing them the space to really feel you out and see, okay, does this teacher not only know what they're talking about, but is what they're talking about really have any substance, right? Because here's the thing, kids that have been hurt, kids that have been traumatically damaged, sometimes they don't trust very easy. Or heaven forbid, you remind them of somebody in their life that has hurt them, that has gave them a lot of trauma. And so I want to talk to you about how we can do our part every single day to start building up that student. And so it really starts with this concept of building a bridge of safety. And what I mean by building a bridge of safety, you have to do it one brick at a time, one beam at a time. Because the student isn't just going to come running to you when they're in trouble. They aren't just going to come open up. Clearly, they're truly on the defensive. They're truly feeling you out. They're showing you that I don't know if what you mean is really what you say, right? And so it's going to take time every single day of you showing up. You see, oftentimes people in their life, especially those that are not very trusting, they haven't had somebody that's very consistent. And with students, sometimes they haven't had a consistent adult in their picture. And if you're a man, sometimes they haven't had a consistent male figure in their life that is consistent, that is reliable, that is positive. You see? And so you have to do your part every single day in building the bridge by, one, having a positive environment. Like, you can't be mad one day, happy the next, sad all the other. You might need to go to therapy. You got to get your emotions in check. You got to make sure that you are constant, something that is predictable. I ain't say boring, I said predictable. Whether they say hello, good morning back or not, they know Mr. Cameron's going to say good morning. They know he's going to greet me when he sees me. He's not just going to ignore me one day, say hi the next day. So you have to give a consistency of positivity. That's foundational, number one. Number two, here's a cheat code. I'm going to give you, listen, I'm going to give you a cheat code. Figure out who their peers are, who their friends are. I'm going to give you the reason why it's the cheat code, because if you connect with them, if you show them that, you know, you're a trusted adult, that you're worthy of what you're talking about, like what you're saying actually makes sense, and you can reach their friends, the trickle down effect is going to happen to them. Because here's the thing, you can't not engage with them, and they're not going to begin talking. They're not going to begin engaging, and then they're going to begin to influence in a positive way, unbeknownst to them, unconsciously. Because their friend's going to walk across the bridge. Their friend's going to ask you for advice. Their friend's going to pull you to the side. Their friend's going to talk about you when you're not in the room. They're going to show that student who's giving you some trouble that, oh, Mr. Cameron, Ms. Jones, Mr. Johnson, oh, he's cool. Yeah, I can talk to him. Like, yeah, I don't feel like I'm constantly criticized when I'm talking to him. I feel like he's actually interested in what I have going on. And you got to be consistent. Like I said, you got to be consistent, not just in your positivity every day, but also in your interactions. Don't show favoritism. I mean, don't get me wrong. We have our favorites. Can we be real? We're going to have our favorites, but don't show them that they're your favorite. Make them feel like everybody is your favorite. You get what I'm saying? Like, follow up on them. Like, have engagements with them. See what they're interested in. We talked about that in a couple of weeks back. But figure that out so that they can see, oh, Mr. Cameron actually remembered. I said that I was going out of town to Nashville, to Colorado, to New Orleans, to Atlanta. And he remembered. He actually asked how my fall break was. He asked how my Labor Day was. He might actually... You see what I'm saying? Got him. Yeah, got him. So here's the thing. You got to be consistent. You got to wake up. You got to wake up with joy. So again, if you haven't done that for yourself, some of y'all are not consistent with yourselves because your personal life has a lot going on, because the people in your life are not consistent. You haven't learned how to be consistent for yourself. I get that. I understand that. But if you're in a position where you are in charge of 15, 20, 30 kids, you got to show up for yourself first before you show up for them. That's my challenge to you, because you can't go from a quitter to a winner if you haven't shown them how to win today. Show them that you are a trustworthy adult. Show them that there are people who actually care about them. Show them that there are people who are in their corner and ready to push them forward. That's my challenge to you. I know you guys can do it. I'll see you guys next week.